Alright, I think we're back. I'll be honest, I got very worried for a second there that I didn't have it installed like I thought it did. Um Because like I was scrolling through and I saw H. I was like, holy shit, it's not there. And I realized it's called Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Um okay. So yeah, we should be good. We'll see how this game goes. But how's audio been though? Like obviously audio shit, but like in terms of like it hasn't been like cutting out like it was last time though, right? Which okay, for me that's the big thing. Like I'm willing to take the lesser audio to play games on Xbox. Again, not consistently, but like again, like at least on streams that don't matter as much. Menu narration no. Turn on subtitles. It's not wonky at the beginning, but it's fine now. Okay. Interesting. It shouldn't be wonky at all, though, is the bothersome thing. But, oh well. I'll watch it back. I watched back last stream to see how bad it was, and it was pretty bad at points. I'll watch this back, and at this point, obviously, I guess I'll just play Hellblade at least. But I think like whether or not I'm playing it during the Survivor season on Xbox during the Survivor season, I guess will be determined how this is. I did not actually mean to push start, but that's fine. You ever watch the entirety of the B24 poster with no breaks since this game yet?
The outcast who became a warrior.
Too bad. I just realized I should have played the audio settings. This is probably gonna be fucked, isn't it?
Accepted the voices, the furies.
Wait, let me see something. Actually.
As part of herself.
Ah, fuck off! I have to skip the recap.
Just like her mother,
only
Galena,
the events of Hellblade
she
1
was not like other.
Okay, this is so much louder. And tell me why. Yeah, I think this is probably fucked, isn't it?
The world differently. Her father Zinbel told her she was evil, tainted by the sin of her mother.
On the audio for me, hopefully the balancing still
tormented.
Actually, I just realized that I do have different settings though, don't I? So I'm not sure how this will go. Actually, I can. Actually, no.
Until love broke through.
Yeah,
like
maybe audio's not as bad as I think it is.
Dawn.
I'll still play around the settings when we get in the game.
In Dillion's acceptance,
I did say
she
stream's
could
buffering a
live
bit. So
again.
maybe it was the stream.
He
It
gave
was
light to her
buffering
mind
like at one point.
and freed a
Where yeah, someone
warrior
mentioned in
from her
chat
body.
right that like audio. So maybe that was a point where that was just the.
But the voice of her father stayed with her, reminding her of her curse.
Yeah, it was literally one.
And when the
point
plague
like around
came to her land,
what was that, like an
the people
hour-ish in?
blamed Senua.
If Andrea goes
She
home
took
this week,
her
is she my list of
darkness
worst
with
players make jury? Probably, yeah, but she's
banishing
not going
herself to the wilds.
But yeah, she would.
So she was not there when the Northmen
Actually, what are
massacred her
the
people
latest updates?
and sacrificed Dillion to the god of hell.
Let's see.
Senua's torment was so deep that the world around her fell away.
Has there been anything going on?
She took the head of her beloved, the vessel of his soul,
They see like 2
and
hours
vowed to go to hell herself to save him. Through mist-shrouded horrors, she fought to find the secret
There are
path
not many
that would lead her to the
Yeah,
very
so it looks like not
gates
much is really
of
going
hell.
on anymore.
But the way was marked by fire and illusion.
Yeah, so did they lock
Senua
in on
had to fight the gods
on
that guarded
Quinn?
these paths and stave off the rot which threatened to consume her mind and end her life.
Looks like they...
Only conquest could open the gates.
Which again, I'm
Only
fine with that at this
blood
point.
would bring her face
I
to
think,
face with
I
Hela.
might as well just put Quinn out of his suffering
Face
at
to
this point.
face.
Watch my
with
Challenge
defeat.
40 review be almost 3 hours. I would not be that shocked, to be honest.
Once again, Senua was engulfed in darkness.
Oh, I mean, you haven't found the
Lost
feeds?
in a
Well,
maze of
spoiler for
misery
feeds then.
and
But yeah,
confusion.
Quinn's getting backdoored.
Until Dillion's voice led her to the promise of victory. A
Where
sword
it's either
that
Quinn or
could kill a
Leah.
god.
Likely Quinn.
To win the sword, Senua would drown in her darkest memories, pulling at the shards lodged
Which,
in
I mean,
flesh,
to be fair, is
mind,
probably
and soul.
a better move than Angela, at least. Yeah, what a riveting recap.
She
My
pressed
favorite recap in all
deeper
of
into
gaming.
the underworld, resisting
This is
its
so
grasping
long.
hands and
Like, Hellblade
deafening
1
cries,
is not that, like... it's not a very
found her
plot-heavy
prize
game. Like, this did not
before
need
the
this
guardian
long of a
Hell's
recap.
gates. Senua released her rage.
Avery has a better
fury
elimination
that
record
could
than
not be
Casey?
stopped.
Is that really the case?
Not by savage jaws, not by waves of warriors.
How many has she won? I mean, she's
not
won,
by the pull of death
what, 2?
itself. In defeat and desperation, Senua begged
Isn't she
for her
like 2-1
beloved's
or
release.
something?
But a sacrifice must be made,
Oh, is she
and
3-1?
burdens cast away.
She won
Senua's
2
fate
eliminations
was
in,
never in the hands of the gods.
About the X's 2? I didn't
in
realize she
her
won that
own.
much. Yeah, good for her. Even though, too, for Casey's, like,
Only
overall
she
record's, like, way
could
better, though,
choose,
right?
Out of
Because
love,
Casey won a lot on
to
World
live.
Championship.
to go on, and to take us.
It was Casey's
her.
record. It's 3 wins, 2 losses. What was the other one she lost? She lost... Oh, because she technically lost 2 in Ride or Dies. That's so stupid, though. Like, that shouldn't count, I don't think, but whatever. Oh, thank God they fucking tell me the controls of the game. He's recalling every tale from Rain. Yeah, obviously. That's exactly what he's doing. He's just spoiling my story. What a dick.
Do I know you?
Oh, dude, this is gonna be so weird. Like just having the audio play now. To like try to talk over this when like the fucking voices are whispering my ear.
No less. Promise.
But it'll be fine.
Would suffer as he had. She carries him in her heart.
Casey's overrated. I mean, yeah, in terms of like win potential, yeah.
Will drive
I think she'll
her
make the final like 70% of the time she plays.
on his death.
But yeah, I think she very rarely wins a final. Andrew gets set the record for most times being saved by... Yeah, someone mentioned that earlier, which, yeah.
Stripping
Or, I
us
guess.
of our names, our lives, of everything that
Watch
makes
Casey
us
win the
who
next
we
5
are.
seasons of the challenge in a row.
Beaten and
That'd be
blinded,
funny, at least.
taking us as slaves.
I would tell you about the Moranian
These
cycle. I
men sail
mean,
under a blood-red sign,
to be honest, I don't remember that much of it anymore.
and one among them they call
Like, I know the general, like, premise. Like, I know what I'm trying to do with the story. I remember the beginning particularly well. Like, I know the entire... Like, I know, like, every
She
beat of
let
the
herself be
first
taken,
book.
dragged in chains to their
But
ships. So she can
beyond that,
trace
I
the
actually
poison
don't really
into the
remember
source,
a lot of the...
find the heart, and cut it out.
Like, I remember, like, the concepts of,
Senseless
like, of pretty much every other book. But, like, I don't remember, like, the actual details. Tori deserves Spice Lies and Allies Championship, not
Plans
Casey.
can drift off course.
Like, I would have been fine with Tori winning that season. Then they probably wouldn't have felt the need to, like, give her a strong duo. And they probably would have done the same, though, right? She probably just would have won 2 seasons back-to-back at that point, which is like, I don't know. Do we need Tori winning twice? But I think at the time, though, I actually did want
It
Tori to
begins
win over Casey.
as it ends.
I mean, legitimately, that is
In
the
the
worst
dark.
video I've ever made, is the Hellblade video. It's a pointless video. It's also, like, a terrible video. It's also one that, like, got re-edited, like, 3 or 4 times. Like, it's legitimately the worst video I've ever made. Like, I wish I never made it. Where how disappointed production was the manual one. I mean, I would assume very. Considering they'd even like ask him back for 40. And obviously, you could very much tell they were very pro Nerys. I think like what Kenny said, he dragged Casey out of the game. Yeah, definitely thing to praise him for. This is so weird, like having these like voices in your head. It is funny how bad this game is, though. Where it really feels like a game that like it very much feels like like Ragnarok, like God of War Ragnarok, like the issues of that game, or like one of the issues of that game. The fact that like it just feels like they're just doing the same shit as God of War 2018 just because it's a sequel, not because like it actually has any like meaningful like there's like no reason for it. Where like in God of War 2018 there was like actually a reason for like a lot of these things being interconnected the way they are. Where like in Ragnarok there isn't. It just is there because it's a sequel of the game, and they just like might as well just do this again. Like that's pretty much what this is. Like the whispers and everything. These serve no point in this game. Like it's simply just here because it was in Hellblade 1.
She's too late.
Imagine Kenny on All Stars. Well, okay, I should say worst thing I've ever made for the Marine Review channel. There's obviously worse stuff I've made just in general. But yeah, for a Marine, like worst video on the Marine Review channel is basic challenge, correction pass. They should give Emmanuel a little time penalty.
Can stop you cold.
That would have been great.
I
I wouldn't have been opposed to it. I am very interested in seeing how this season ends.
Find the next sign.
I don't know if I should go into spoilers or not, but I did think based on social media activity, kind of where it went. Okay, let's. I did want to just turn down audio just in case. I know I lowered the game audio already, I believe, like through the stream settings. But I'll do that just in case there's like anything like loud along the way.
Let's climb. Don't think about
Kenny and Evan on All Stars.
a warrior.
I'm conflicted. I think I would give them another shot, but I don't know. Where like I think I would like I think that's kind of like a good spot for All Stars, giving these like questionable people like a shot to redeem themselves before putting on main line. And to be fair, I don't think Evan in particular would like want to come back anyway. But Kenny would be interesting. Yes. See you later for this party.
She must fight on, as she always has.
I think Evan was just like kind of over it, right? This game want to come back? I don't know. Probably not at this point, right? Like I'm assuming if this was like season 25 or something, if this is like free agents, then maybe by then he would have. But like, it's been so long. Like I doubt he's like dying to come back.
There it is. This is only the beginning. Climb, Senua.
You never know.
You need to climb again. She will fall if she does.
Oh, should I like the All Stars 5 cast? I mean, if it wasn't All Stars 5, I think it's fine. I think an issue is that it is All Stars 5. And as an All Stars cast, it's bad.
She's going to fall. No.
Careful, Senua.
But again, if it was like Challenge 41 and it was cast, I'd be like, okay. Like, it's kind of, there's some weird picks there, but I'll be fine with that. You got Devin, Fessy, Big T, Corley. Like, I think take out Fessy, Big T, Corley, and Amber. I don't even think, like, again, Devin at least fits. He's at least from an MTV show.
Let the fear get to you.
Like, really, that's my big issue. It's just that, like, I think when we're, like, having these, like, non-MTV people, like, I guess they bond too, right? I think it's like, what's the point of the show then? Like, what even makes the show unique? Like, what's the point of even having this be Challenge All-Stars? If you're just gonna put these fucking people that, like, aren't actually, like, in line with the initial premise of the show. Yeah. But again, like Devin fits though. Like Devin at least again, like when we're having Cam on All Stars 4, it's like
She
Devin's
cannot falter.
at least makes
The
more sense than
voices draw
Cam.
her onward.
Came from an earlier season than
Once who
Cam.
didn't live. Once she could not save. She can hear
Genuinely,
her
am I actually even
calling.
playing right now? I actually don't even know.
Stolen by the Northmen.
I was pushing forward the entire time. I don't know if I was actually like playing or not. Is this a cutscene? This isn't, is it? Okay, this is actually gameplay. Thank God. What a masterpiece. Yeah, I'm playing this game so hard right now. I think Cam was like it was questionable, but I think I'm fine with it personally. I think like where I stand is I think if you were on MTV, I think I'm fine with it. I think once we get to like CBS people and like fucking 12 Dates of Christmas or what the fuck that show was, at that point it's like what the fuck are we doing? And that's why like even like Melissa, I'm fine with Melissa also. Like Melissa came from like an MTV show again. It was well like or what was she from actually? Was it X on the Beach UK or something like that? It was like some UK MTV show. It's like, yeah, that's the case, that's fine. Whatever. But like Big T coming from Shipwrecked, it's like,
Just to die among strangers.
Are either Quinn's HOH top 10 worst? I think they are, right?
Why did you come back?
I haven't thought about properly, and I probably will do a top 10 like worst HOH video at some point, but I would lean towards yes.
I won't listen to you.
Like I would say his Joseph one is definitely
Thought she'd left it in the past.
legitimately actually right now I'm just gonna push forward and just see what
He clouds
happens.
her mind with fear, but she
I guess I
won't
can't
stop.
do just forward because she's going
Strong
sideways, but
force
still.
drives
But like that's the meme about this game, right? Is that like literally the first like hour is just you pushing forward or whatever. What a masterpiece. Yeah, that's what it should. It should have been like just Challenge Rivals 4. That should have been the season. Shouldn't have been fucking All Stars 5.
That shit is pathetic. He needs you.
Oh, yeah, I think his second one's the worst one of the two. Like, I think his first one's more so like wasted potential. While this one is like actually like genuinely bad. Like, especially because like it was such a perfect position to win HOH, where he should have been able to like mold the house in the way that he wanted. Instead, he leaves the HOH, losing like one of his closest allies, and being like a pretty big target for most people. I mean, that's the thing about Quinn too. Like Quinn got pretty fortunate in the fact that T-Core won this HOH. Or Chelsea won this HOH because like Chelsea's like one of the only people that wasn't probably going to target him. So like T-Core like in them they wanted to target him.
You don't listen.
Then like Cam and MJ again like want to target him now. Like Chelsea's probably like one of the few people that like actually would, and like obviously Angela would have. So it's like, yeah, like essentially Chelsea's like one of the only people that like actually would have had resistance to this.
The Slayers. This is the right way.
And he's still probably getting
The signs are
backdoored here.
leading me. They brought me here.
She knows that all through this world there are signs and symbols.
You and my scoring who's just like Ashley. Yeah.
Is there.
Yeah.
If only
Good for her.
you
And
could
too, she's
find
made more money than like everybody but CT, right? Is that what it was? Which is kind of insane that's the case. It's like almost all from just one season. I do find it funny that the Outlast has like a $1 million prize just for it to be one that like you literally cannot actually get the $1 million
Out of hell, you
because like no matter what you have to finish the game with at least 2 people. Hunter. Yeah, I would like to see Hunter back. Or at least I don't know where Hunter is nowadays. Like I haven't seen anything from him recently, to where like I don't know if he's gone off the deep end or anything. But like at least Hunter from where he was after he left, like after War of the Worlds. I would like to see Hunter back.
She came here with nothing. What good are you to anyone with no weapon?
I mean, Cam never was with Leah. I don't think Chelsea like flipped Cam on Leah. I don't think Cam ever like wanted to work with Leah like in the last few weeks or whatever. I think he's always been like not pro Leah anymore. I would say the entire like dynamic between Chelsea and Cam is like very strange though, right? Like the fact that like Cam like is seemingly loyal to Chelsea. Oh, well, Chelsea's like distrusting him at like every little second. Yeah, he is like openly willing to vote her out now. Even though again he is technically campaigning to take out Quinn over Leah still. You never really know. But yeah, I think like he's kind of been like like him and Leah kind of like fell out what like back in like week 4 or 5 or something, and like haven't really recovered since. Oh, CT and JP rivals. I can't wait. I can't wait for the return of JP. Where am I going? There's a run button, isn't there? Oh, there it is. I knew there was, because I remember like Lasers played like most of the game without realizing there was a run button. Which, oh, yeah, it's not even that much faster, but still. I think Cam can win. I don't think he's the front runner by any means. Yeah, I think Chelsea and T-Core are the two front runners right now. But like after that, again, I think Cam's in the conversation.
Stop this. But you have lost your mom. The sea.
Like Cam could definitely like jag it. Actually imagine it literally happens again. Like because again, like Cam's current plan is to go to 3 of Chelsea and T-Core, 2 people he loses against. Imagine it happens again. Cam wins final HOH. He takes like Chelsea to the end. Again, we all think Chelsea's gonna win, and then fucking Cam wins. That'll be so fucking funny. Where again, at least that would be like a funny outcome to the season. Like it would be a travesty if Cam lost to Chelsea, but
You are lost too.
again, it would be funny.
How can the lost find anyone?
Listen.
You failed them.
Listen to him.
They are dead, like your mother.
Yeah, again, at least I'll get another winner pick right. At least that'll be something. Again, it falls into my. Again, this is my plan the entire time. Was that like again, if Cam wins, it's boring, but at least I get it right. Or like if Cam loses, that's fine because he's fucking boring anyway.
You know that's in focus. Focus. Don't let it block you. Focus. Do it. Focus.
We all knew Jag was winning over Matt. Again, the jury literally told him Matt would beat him.
Focus. What are you doing, Senua?
Yeah, up to finale night, there was no reason to think that Jag would beat Matt. Jag himself didn't think he would beat Matt. Like, that's why Jag gives the speech he does. Is he thinks he needs to go all out because he doesn't think he's going to beat Matt. Where am I going? Oh wait, am I supposed to focus on that? I mean, you're wrong then, because it was not obvious at all that he was gonna beat Matt.
They are suffering, but I set them free.
Senua, you need to find it. It's here. Somewhere. Look for it. Look for the sign. Find the right.
Again, literally as they left in the like interviews, Like, literally, Corey, America, and Blue were all pro Matt over Jag. Well, also, like, Felicia was, like, super bitter at Jag. Suri was, like, close to Matt. Like, I feel like at the time... What am I actually doing right now? Like, at the time they left the house, there's, like, no reason to think they would vote for Jag. Like, the only person that seemed to be pro-Jag was Cameron. Actually, I remember now. Like, that was the thing. The first time that, like, I thought maybe Jag could win was when Dr. Will gave his interview. And, like, Dr. Will said that, there were, like, some minds changed or whatever. And that made us think that it was, like, that Cameron convinced them to vote for Jag. In reality, supposedly it was, like, Matt's goodbye message. Matt's goodbye messages that did that.
What now? We must go back to the gate. She must go back. Behind the symbol.
Like, I remember, like, on finale night, we were like, oh my god, this is all fucking Cameron's fault.
You need to understand it. Uncover the dark.
Which, again, who would have guessed? Cameron can't even convince people there. Never guessed that.
I need to find the source of all this. I promised.
But yeah, I don't think there's, like, any reason. Like, you're just, like, watching the show and that's it, to think that, like, Jag was beating Matt for the actual finale.
But you can save the survivors.
Evangelist on BB25.
Don't listen to the dead. Just move onwards.
I mean,
The survivors.
no. I mean, again, the only reason she's winning any competencies is because they're more equitable. Like, maybe she could have won, like, the quiz comp that Bowie Jane won. But, to be fair, like, on BB25, she's probably just beat it early, right? I doubt they're letting her go that far on that season. Like, I don't think Suri is, like, gonna be wanting to keep Angela around. I feel like she'll probably just be, like 4 boot or something. I mean, that's just outright wrong. That the jurors didn't like Matt more than Jag. Like, literally, like, there's no proof to that at all. Like, literally, in the house, they all were closer to Matt. In their exit press, they talked about being more pro-Matt. Like, there's literally, like, no proof at all that they like Jag more than Matt. And again, in the house, they looked like they all liked him. Like, they all, like, felt bad for him because he was, like, the deaf guy and that sort of thing. Even, like, from that standpoint, like, they liked him more than Jag. Or, like, no one ever talked about Jag being, like, the first Sikh winner of Big Brother. Like, it was more commonly talked about how, like, Matt was deaf. That's what I had to go through? Okay, cool. That didn't look like anything, but okay.
Don't let them capture you again.
If Angela's on 25, she probably just takes the place of Felicia, right? Which I doubt Suri is wanting to work with her. I just do rare. I mean, like she stopped wanting to work with Felicia by like week 4 or whatever. So maybe it plays out the same. Dude, this game is so boring now. Do I actually want to play this game? Here we go, combat! I am in game, right? Okay, I am, okay. Like, legitimately, I can't even tell if I'm in game, like, half the time. We got actual combat! Thank God. I actually did something in the game. Again, it's just, like, it's legitimately, like, just, like, factually wrong to not think that they were closer to Matt.
Call him. Let him go. Don't fear him.
So I shall see does not want Quinn on the block. Yeah. Is it not now? I assumed that was the case the entirety of it. But then I saw, like, she was, like, kind of seemingly backing down. Oh, I do see more updates. MJ tells Chelsea she's scared. That's something. By the way, I'm literally just button mashing. Oh, fuck. How do you block? Yeah, I assume for Chelsea, I think she would rather Leah.
She has to survive. You must.
That's what she was talking about earlier.
Survive for us. You made a promise.
Yeah, if I were to guess, I would say she's probably going to try to push it onto Leah. Like, try to get MJ to be okay if going for Leah. Start 13 Sentinels. Interesting. Yeah, 13 Sentinels is great. I want to replay it, but I probably won't ever have the time to, and I don't think it's a good stream game. Like, that would be the only time I would have time to play it again, but it's, yeah, it's gonna work on stream. And, like, even then, I'll barely pay attention to it anyway. But, yeah, I love 13 Sentinels. Yeah, I loved it so much I did 2 videos on it. How long was that video, actually? I want to look this up. How long was my 13 Sentinels video? Because I know it wasn't, like, one of my bigger videos, but... And actually, so I did a who would I vote for, or who would I vote for, why you should play 13 Sentinels, which is the shortest video I've ever done, which is 6 minutes and 50 seconds, which is that short for most channels, but whatever. And yeah, I did a my experience with 13 Sentinels, which was 23 minutes. Sure. I enjoyed it. I really do. It's kind of like a weird, like, obviously, like, a lot of it is like a visual novel, but you also have like the strategy aspects too. I think I platinumed it, didn't I? Because I don't think the platinum's that hard to get in that game. Because I think it's literally just like play the main story and then like do some things in the RTS sections.
Someone needs you. Listen, they're calling. Quicker. The boat. Many souls in
Again, it's so funny how like the voices are used in this game. It's literally just used like as like as a way to like tell you what to do. Or like in the original game, it's like it's meant to be this thing of like, oh, do you believe them or not? In this game, it's like, nope, just believe them. That's literally just telling you what to do. Mind you, Persona. Who developed it? It was Vanillaware, right? Which I guess isn't the Persona team. But, yeah, I can see that like sort of vibe, especially with the high school sort of stuff.
pathetic. Idiots. Stupid. She thought she could be the hero, but everyone is dead.
America always said, yeah, that is true. America definitely was closer to Jag than that. Yeah, Corey's closer to Matt. I think a lot of that was game. I mean, like, I think it's because like Matt was more impactful for his game, right? Like, I think Corey recognized like that Matt is the more influential player between the two. It was the one that was like more important to like get along with. Yeah, think about like actually the thing is like Cam was always closer to Matt than Jag, but I think it's like it's clearly in a way where like Cameron was like dismissive of Matt. Where, like he was closer to Matt because like he thought Matt was like an idiot, and he thought like Matt was like someone he could lead around. When like the truth is like Matt was doing that to Cameron. But it's like again it's this like weird case where like Cameron was closer to Matt, but like he had no like respect for Matt. Then yeah, Jag and like Blue and Jag were like very close at a point in the game, but then it just like completely crumbled. To where, like, they were still fine by the time they left, but again, Blue was like very much pro Matt by the time she left in terms of like who she wanted to win the game.
You hold your breath until you come, and you gasp.
But I do think she was technically closer to Jag. What is happening in the game?
Your chest.
I really don't like how clicky like the Xbox controller is. Like it just feels so cheap. Whatever. This is set from you one on my reality TV shit list. I mean, I don't think I really have a real shit list, but if I did, I guess she's on it. So Chelsea wants the veto not to be used now. We should feel bad for Quinn. I mean, that would be a not great move for her. Especially after telling people she's gonna use it. I guess to be fair, she could just blame it on MJ, right? But like, it's still not optimal play. Especially because like now people are going to know that Quinn almost got backdoored. For her to not do it is again just a half measure. Someone who didn't watch BB25 live feeds. Why was Cam a shit person? Because he would say really fucking creepy things to America. Like he would make comments about how he can't wait to get to the jury house. And, he would always be like dismissive of Corey. At points like actively wanted to target Corey so he could hook up with America. Yeah, I mean outside that he's also just kind of a dick. But like that's pretty much like the main like icky stuff. Oh, and also Riley too. I forgot about that. Also, yeah, the entire stuff with Riley was also very weird. Where he was like talking about like how he sees her as a daughter, but then also talked about how he wanted to hook up with her friends. Well, also him clearly also like having like a massive infatuation with her. So that was also weird. But yeah, like Cam, yeah, like on the show, obviously got portrayed as like this like big underdog figure, mostly rootable. Again, on the feeds, he was just like very, like, just weird.
Slave.
His amount of players in All Stars 5 the whole season. Only spent 10 episodes. They could have a non-limb along the way, right? But I would assume, I would have guessed it was like 11, 12 episodes.
He is ready to fight. You're ready. We will end this.
You're fucking dead.
But like that feels like it's not based on anything. Just because like you feel like Jag would win, like that's not really based on anything. Like there's no actual factual reason why you would think that Jag would beat that. Like there's nothing until Dr. Will's thing. How do you dodge? What is the dodge button? Okay, wait. Actually, let's actually look this up. RB is block. Evade is A? Why? Okay, whatever. Actually, you know what? Can you change controls? Oh, fuck, did I mean do that? Oh, wrong thing. I actually can. Do I care enough, though? Wait. Like, what does that even interact with? Oh wait, let's actually revert. What is surf or not surf? I don't know the fucking buttons on Xbox. Interact. Yeah, I'll switch interact and evade. Right? Isn't that what I do in like God of War? Isn't that the exact same thing in God of War? Those are the controls and shit. All right, the interact.
you want to die, so be it.
I love how, like, I changed the controls just to be hit immediately anyway. Wait, is it not working? Or am I meant to lose? Whatever. How about the stream already? I'll be honest, I'm a bit tired already, but we'll go at least third. I should have played Vampire Survivor.
Come on!
How long does a run of Vampire Survivor take? I guess it obviously depends, like how long it would last. This doesn't seem to be working. I shouldn't pause there. That's actually bad for footage, isn't it? But whatever. Let's just reset, I guess, and then I'll deal with it. Oh, perfect. 30-minute. Oh, really? There's like a max time limit? I guess that makes that like accessible. I died in Hellblade already. That's fucking sad. Alright, cool. I'm like legitimately playing this terribly. What the fuck?
Come.
Spoiler? Yeah, because I definitely cared about that. Alright, let's actually try it. Yeah, so for all I know, I might actually finish this game next stream.
This is the end.
Probably not, though. I guess probably not while streaming it. I think if I was playing on my own, I probably would finish this in like 5-6 hours. Very fun of the first Vampire Survivor run is is suddenly ending at 30 minutes. I mean, not anymore. Well, can he stop attacking?
I am enjoying myself now. Find your courage.
Yeah, I'll try it out at some point. I think, like, yeah, it wouldn't be shocking if I finish Vampire Survivors, or if I finish Hellblade early, when on the stream that I do. So, I'll probably play Vampire Survivor there, I guess. God damn it.
You should keep fighting, girl. I'm enjoying this.
What's this?
Stop thinking and feeling.
Was like a.
I'm the invisible HOH. And
What a shocker that is, right?
I'm gonna use a veto on you. And I'm putting up Corey in America.
Actually, I forgot about that. Actually, that's something. Didn't Felicia try to like bond with Matt Matt try to bond with Jag towards the end of her game? She was like, "Oh yeah, well, like obviously Jag's just gonna win every comp from now on, so I guess I'll try to get in with him." Yeah, I mean, again, that's just Jag in general. Is that he like? I think he thinks he's like a better. I don't know what do you call that? Like, but I think he thinks he's more dramatic than what he actually is. I'm trying to actually do this properly now. I love how I say that right when I get attacked. Okay, and I love how like I was actually trying there. But legitimately, I actually think like Jag's speech in the finale is probably like one of my favorite moments. Like, it's such like a cringy, like funny sort of like thing. Like, I find it funny that's like, and like obviously, yeah, Matt performs terribly during his questions. But it's like, oh, was Jag really that much better? Like, the jury legitimately laughs at Jag at a point. It's like, oh, is that really better? Okay, cool. Dude, this fight's taking forever. Die. Oh yeah, like Jag won because they thought Jag was the one making the decision. Because Matt said in his goodbye messages that, yeah, this was all Jag. I had nothing to do with this. Like, he essentially pulled a Paul. Actually, it's weird because, like, he pulled a Paul, but, like, not in the same way, right? Because Paul did it, and, like, with Paul, they knew it was BS. They're like, oh, he's just lying to our faces. Where, like, with Matt, they, like, saw him say that, and they believed it. Even though he was trying to do a Paul. Which is like, it's still bad. Like, either, like, actually, no, it's actually, like, Matt's is probably worse, maybe? I don't know. Is it worse? Which one's worse, actually? Because it's like, yeah, actually, which one's worse? I actually don't even know. It's like they're both bad for like different reasons, like completely different reasons.
But you need him.
Because like, it's a weird thing where like Matt technically did what he tried to do, which is made the jury believe that he wasn't like involved in taking them out. But like they wanted him to be, though. So it's like by that he's like throwing away jury votes because they think that, oh, he's just an idiot that's following Jag now. Where if Paul, it's like they failed at convincing the jury that he had nothing to do with it. And that just pissed them off even more. They're like, they're just lying to me to my face.
You have to. There is no other way.
I watched Kevin Jacobs' finale speech yesterday. It's slight dig at Josh about putting up Summer and Triple so iconic. Yeah, Kevin's performance is really great.
I made a promise.
Especially because like he just like constantly reminds the jury of like how much like Josh betrayed them essentially. Chelsea and MJ are still very undecided. Yeah, I saw some of the updates.
She knew the path would open to her.
We'll see how this goes. I mean, I think like
Falling.
for Chelsea,
Darkness.
I think
An endless night.
chemo going is probably one of her worst situations. Like, I think of those four, I think like her priority list should probably be Leah, Quinn, Angela, chemo for Chelsea. For MJ, it should probably be like chemo, Quinn, Angela, Leah.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I think that should probably be hers.
Do you see the darkness?
Which is like obviously like kind of polar opposites. Though the thing that's funny is that MJ's obviously not playing for that. I mean, I think it's undeniable right now. Well, it's not undeniable. Again, top two are Chelsea and T-Core, but like I do have Chelsea one.
You need to understand.
Answer.
But obviously, T-Core's in a spot though. If she makes the final two, she's in a very good spot to win, for sure.
He's here.
Because she has 2 locked-in jury. Well, if she's not at the end against
But
those
this
two, but too
place
far,
is
she would beat
his.
Chemo and
The
Rubina at the
people
end
here
anyway. But
are
like,
weak. They won't survive.
she would have 2 locked-in jury votes in any other situation.
Like you.
Does she?
Enough.
And yeah, again, like has the ability to pick up more. Like I think even T-Core Chelsea final 2, I think T-Core probably wins. I mean, like it's a close vote either way. Like I think T-Core gets obviously Chemo and Rubina. Chelsea gets Cam. Again, depends on how people get taken out, obviously, but I would say Cam and MJ. So that's 2-2. Then what? Quinn probably votes Chelsea. Leah probably votes T-Core. And then Angela's deciding vote, which is like, I think she would lean T-Core. That would be close, though.
You don't know this.
Agree with the Paris-Kayla comparison? I could see it. I don't think it'll work out that way, because I don't think Chelsea would want to go to T-Core. I think T-Core could definitely want to go to Chelsea. Like, I could see where that's the case. I don't think Chelsea has any interest in
No
going
further.
with T-Core.
Something's wrong.
What happened here? It smells of death.
He doesn't want
The
to.
settlement has fallen to the Draeger.
He was definitely the most
Like
loyal.
There is
2 or 4, yeah. And again, like I think for Chelsea, it does benefit her to keep in the 3. The T-Core Chemo Rubina trio. Because again, they're loyal to her to 4. Like that's a decent amount of protection there. Well, also there's such a ripe target for everyone else, where like everyone else is essentially forced to take them, like target them soon. So where again, Chelsea should not be the one doing this. Like she should not be the one taking out a member of the trio. It's kind of just a wasted shot for her.
now.
Don't give me orders, slaver.
Kayla wanted to go to the end with her by the time of final
We'll
3,
find another way in.
at least. Possibly 4. I think by 4 too, right?
I will take you to my people.
Not necessarily from like this point in the game.
Not into this settlement.
Well, yeah, I think at this point in the game, Paris wanted to go to the end with like
Idea
Maddie,
what you're walking into.
and Kayla probably still wanted to go to the end with Derek. I guess I don't know. No, I think she always wanted to cut Derek, but I don't know who she actually would have wanted to go to the end with. But that was a big thing with Kayla, right? That Kayla always talked about like how she wanted to cut her showmance.
He wouldn't understand.
I can't.
It's just a matter of like when.
Why won't you listen to reason?
She did at one point talk about like taking him out
your
4,
father
which would have been
protected his
really
people.
dumb.
He does. Did. You can't protect people.
I guess she would have voted out Derek over Paris at 3,
Looks like they let their guard down. They brought this on
which to be fair probably doesn't matter because she probably loses either way. But she definitely had a better shot against Derek.
What is this evil he understands that we do not?
Because at least with Derek, like there was like a very like pro women sentiment on the jury. To where like that could have gave her to win. I do think at the end of the day she probably doesn't. But even then, like I think it is close.
The mounds of earth.
Like I know Johnny is someone in particular that like really didn't want to give Derek the win, but he did think Derek played the better game. So
are dead.
yeah.
There will be no one to bury you.
These graves are new. So many bodies.
So much death.
Something's happened
Yeah, I think with that, I'm like thinking it through right now. So like,
You haven't honored
yeah,
these
Ryan
words.
votes Derek.
What happened?
I told you.
Allie and Olivia, I think, lean Derek,
They almost just killed
but that's not like locked.
this world or
Johnny, again, I think it depends on like how he's voting. If he's voting game or voting personal.
They will kill us.
Which I mean, I think he would lean game, but don't know. And then
Trying to save.
Will would vote Derek.
he is scared.
Maddie,
Is he scared? He knows what they are capable of.
I don't actually know. Wasn't Maddie pro Derek actually? Now I think about it.
Are you sure you want to? She has to
Actually, is Paris really the only locked-in Kayla vote? That's actually kind of sad to think about. I never actually thought that. Like, I was actually coming into this thinking it would be close. But actually, no, now that I think about it, I think it might actually be, like, either way, I mean, like, it comes down to Allie, Olivia, Johnny. They're the deciders no matter what anyway. But, like, I thought it would be, like, at least, like, I thought Kayla would have, like, 2 to 3 votes. But no, she actually only has 1. And she would need to win over Johnny, Olivia, and I forgot about that. Yeah, Maddie was like super pro Derek in post game. Because I think that's how we found out that Derek would have beaten Kayla. Is that like Maddie came out and like was like so pro Derek.
They are. They're dead.
You're mad.
I thought about like Derek played the best game of the season or something like that.
Don't make sense.
He doesn't.
You're mad.
He doesn't know. He doesn't see the signs.
There's no way. I am going in.
Allie is T-Core, Olivia's Chemo. I mean, too far. I could see that. I don't know if Rabina is Johnny, but like in terms of like them going out in like a similar-ish spot, I can kind of see it.
You're not.
Like if anything, T-Core
He will
is
try to escape.
actually no, yeah, maybe Allie is the appropriate person.
The rage is
I would maybe say Olivia is. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it doesn't like fully work, but
Just moments ago, he tried to kill you.
You shouldn't have saved him.
Cam really wants Quinn evicted. Yeah, it's not ideal for Cam, right?
How does it feel to be the
It's like Quinn. Like Quinn's like the only other physical threat left, right? Because like they're literally targeting Quinn because he's a physical threat. It's like once Quinn's gone, it's like Cam is just the next physical threat. Like he's essentially just taking out one of his shields. Which I mean, like to be fair, like I believe he thinks he's just like so well insulated anyway. Because like he probably thinks that he has like Chelsea and T-Core wanting to go to the end with him.
What is happening? What evil is here?
Which I mean, to be fair, I think Chelsea does want to go to Final 3 at least with him, but I don't know if T-Core does.
Here. Everybody has died.
All the people.
Like, it really is so astronomically bad if that is really how he's going to be playing this. That he really is going to take Chelsea T-Core to Final 3.
Us. Do you remember?
Do you?
Dude, this game sucks. This is such a boring game.
Why do you want to look?
There's nothing you can do.
But I think really to me, it's like, I think T-Core, Chemo, Rabina are probably more like the Oz twins. Like, that's kind of where I've been seeing them in the game, of like this like big trio that again, you can kind of take deep in the game for different reasons. I think Oz twins were okay to take deep in the game because like there was always like the fracture within them of like Julia and Austin not getting along, to where like considering Vanessa was like closer to Julia, it's like I felt like with her in particular it was like always like kind of safe to get that deep in the game with them, while
It's happening again.
Chemo, Rabina, T-Core, there isn't really that fracture.
Dying again. Face it.
You need to face it.
Focus.
You need to look at it.
Face the past.
So like I would not want Chelsea to go to like Final 6 with that trio. I do think it's like fine. Like I think she should definitely be keeping them around this round. I think it's fine if they stay around for a few more rounds. But I think if she's like getting towards the end game of that trio, I think that becomes a much more precarious spot. Especially if she loses like Cam and MJ along the way. Wait, I'm supposed to like interact with this, right? Or not? Cool. I don't think Cam is good enough at comps to really forge his personal endgame. I mean, you never know. Like, Monty didn't start winning comps until, like, what, Final 7? Or is it Final 6? It's Final 6, right? Because he won, like, the veto when Michael went, and then he just, like, comped out from that point on. I think Cam could do that. That's the thing with the season. Like, we're still not out of the woods yet for equitable comps. Like, we could definitely like still have a lot of like more physical comps towards the end. Because that's the way it was with a lot of the more recent seasons. Is that while like, dude, like, this season's been more equitable before that point, but like they did like pretty much a lot of those seasons got like more and more physical as the season went on. Where is this?
Face it. Focus. You found the first part.
I thought I was even
Two.
trying to find that, and I like accidentally found it. Oh fuck me! I had to find the other ones. God damn it!
Way into your mind. It will suck you back into the past.
I genuinely don't think I have any interest in replaying Hellblade 1 at this point. Like, I did want to at a point. I was going to stream it, actually, before Hellblade 2 came out. I never got around to it. And I also just generally wanted to replay it because I wanted to get the platinum. Because I missed out on, like, one collectible last time, which is annoying to get the platinum. But also, it's like, it just feels so, like, miserable. Like, I have a lot of respect for Hellblade 1, but I legitimately, like, have no actual interest in playing it again, though. Were they all up there? New promo? Let's see.
The layers to Survivor are mind-boggling. Or might be evil, I might be crazy, I don't know. We're pulling off some of the wildest moves we've ever seen. Let's see if we can get a little personality from our tribe. 3, 2, 1, ready, ready, set, go. I'm John.
Oh, by the way, there's a spoiler in one of these, right?
I love this. Y'all gonna be on my tribe. Everybody needs to have the same mindset that I have. Their jaws were like 3, 2, 1, ready, ready, set. So was mine.
This is such a weird trailer, but they're really like rushing in like confessionals of everybody, aren't they? Oh, this is like a minute-long promo.
It's a mental test, a physical test. Survivor, it's the last great adventure.
I got holding the biggest secret of the game. Who knows what's about to happen? You wanted
So I guess that's what the person was talking about earlier from Teeny. So
secret of the game.
I assume that probably means that Teeny goes on like a journey or something, and probably gets like caught lying about it, or maybe like does the new Sweat Savvy thing, like whatever is replacing it.
She can feel it. You found another path. One more to go. One more step.
Yeah, as a whole, that was just a random, like, mix mash of random confessionals.
You are back there now. In the worst time of your life.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw in, like, one of the old trailers they spoiled the, they spoiled a certain tribe one immunity, at least. So at least, like, again, assumingly it's episode 1. Like, it'd be funny if it's not even episode 1. They spoil it like a later episode. But like, I think it's like I think I can assume one of the tribes that doesn't go to tribal in episode 1. Still super high on Teeny. Yeah, I'm pretty high on Teeny. I do. I question strategically, but I think socially, I think I have a lot of faith in Teeny. Like her interview though is like, they like just like tell how much how much of a fan they are. Or, like some of the stuff is like kind of insane. Like how she's like met Richard Hatch and like spent a day with Richard Hatch or something like that. They're like, you're really that big of a fan? What's the other symbol? I actually don't even remember. Okay. Actually, I forgot about that. That was the thing, wasn't it? The fucking leg shot. Yeah, that is funny that they did that. Yeah, imagine they did the same thing again. Imagine like they've already spoiled the final five this season. Where's this last one? Yeah, I forgot. Are there spoilers for 47 yet? Like, obviously 48, I assume not, because we don't even know a fucking cast for 48. But, yeah, is 47 spoiled? None? Okay, that's good. I do, I'm trying to remember. Wait, no. 45 and 46 were both, like, minorly spoiled, right? Like, not, like, specifically. 44 was definitely spoiled, right? Yeah, 44 was spoiled.
Look away. The flies. There's no need.
Yeah, I was gonna, like, come off a theory of, like, I don't know, is Survivor just harder to spoil nowadays? But I guess, like, 45 and 46 were, like, again, kind of spoiled, so. I guess not necessarily. And, like, 44 was obviously very spoiled, so. But it is weird how, like, yeah, obviously, like, no one knows the cast of 48 still, or, like, the majority of it. So it's like, there's, like, something there to where, like, why are they struggling to figure out the cast? Also, I don't even think we, like, talked about the last few people that got added to 48, but also it's like, like, who fucking cares? But it's funny how, like, we're still at a point where, like, everyone is like in their 30s. Like, we have like 8 people or something of the cast, like almost half the cast. They're all in their 30s.
Don't stop here. Move on. Look away. Look away.
Oh, it's like maybe here. Or not. No. What's the symbol? I'm just forgetting what the symbol is. 14, 44 were spoiled. 43 was unspoiled. 44, 46. I believe 41 was in the same way that 45 and 46 were, right? Whereas like there was like loose stuff, but it wasn't like, hey, Erica's the winner. Or like I think it was like there was like a list of people that could be, but they didn't know who. Because I think it was Tiffany, Deshawn, Erica, if I remember right. It was like the 3, and it was known that that Xander lost. That's what it was. Dude, what am I doing? What was this last? Oh, was that a thing? Like, did people know that like beforehand? That's kind of funny. Dude, where is this last symbol?
Not here. Above.
On that platform.
There.
Fuck, I'll look it up. See, this is the part of the game that I was like, yeah, this would probably be a disaster. The stream. I'll probably just like walk around for forever and not know where I'm going. Okay, it is around there, I think. Around where I was. Roman spoiler timeline's interesting. what is it? I guess this should just be the just about 41, right? June 9th. Merge buff is red, which was true, right? Uh, someone on the season that was Tiffany. Post that Evie will subvert expectations. Did Evie subvert expectations? Final three is Ricard had their Brad. Well, that was wrong. Okay, looks like a lot of fake stuff. Spoiler Girl tweeted 2 female, 1 male, final 3. So, again, what a shock that they're wrong. Where's Spoiler Girl this season, by the way? Is Spoiler Girl still around? I don't think I've seen Spoiler Girl in a while. Someone said this season's the wokest yet. Jeff will run out and say, "Welcome to Survivor, guys." Then the cast will say if they're okay using the term "guys." Yeah, there we go. Thank God that was spoiled. The finale had already been pre-filmed, winner announced. Yeah. So yeah, this. So I assume this source was real. There was a Black Alliance. Someone in the alliance goes against the rest. That's true. There's worry the person who went against the alliance will be canceled, even though they're a POC. That was I can see that being true. I assume for Deshaun. Xander makes final 3, but receives 0 votes. He's crucified at final tribal council. I believe he goes on a immunity run at the end to possibly win out. Not exactly. Xander convinces somebody to misplay one of the biggest advantages the game has ever seen. That's true. Thought it was a god. Oh no, I don't think it is a god idol, but something else. Xander's in a showman's. I believe the one he convinces to misplay is his showman's. I mean, I guess that's kind of true. If they were actually in a showman's. But I guess. Xander does have an idol. Okay, that's correct. Chantel was extremely shady and still in the game lying to people Ponderosa. So, yeah. Then Shannon's not final 3 or the winner. Shannon was very shady in the season, rubbed people the wrong way. Shannon was in game mode at Ponderosa and outside the game, just never turned. Just could never turn that switch off and kept lying to people. Shan goes mid-merge. So that was... Okay, I didn't realize that was spoiled. That Shan was a mid-merge boot. Someone said he has the full boot list. I actually got Abraham Sarah right? Oh, no, that's after the season started airing, right? Okay, never mind. Wait, so this... Okay, so this came out during... Wait, so essentially when the season started airing? So that's kind of late. Yeah, okay, this is why I remember. This is what I remember. It was list of possible winners: Deshaun, Erica, Tiffany. Not sure if this will air, but if there's so many advantages in the game that even the contestants had trouble keeping track of them. All 3 others are found, and Xander gets his vote back. Xander does have an immunity run again. Did he? Didn't he only win He only won final immunity, right? The others, yeah, because Eric won final 5. He obviously won another immunity, but it's not like he won a big immunity run. Liana being booted at 7 got spoiled somehow. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of interesting with 41. So, again, there were, a couple real things here and there, but it really wasn't, fully, accurate. Luna, where's the BB20? I think it's, probably second. I would say BB20 is still better for me, but yeah, I would say it's second. Oh, wait, I still didn't fucking figure out the puzzle. So yeah, it is going to the blockade, which is here, right? Um, wait, keep finding final place by exploring the village. Player will find the third symbol by entering one of the houses on the left as they walk away from the blockade. On the left. So here? Yeah, that's not it. Wait, do I actually have to go through it? That's still nothing. Still don't know what I'm doing. Thousand Josephus is great. And I do think it's gotten a bit over like hyped to a degree. Like I do think like how many people have posted the Mackenzie vote has gotten like that's like a bit much. Uh,
Who did this and why?
but it was still a good moment. Probably like one of the most shocking like votes like at the time that happened, where obviously like we had like no reason to think that was gonna happen. Or like literally like the last feeds that we saw, I believe, was like Chelsea essentially backing down from the plan. What am I doing? Alright, let's read this again. House in question is past a larger hut with an animal hide on a rack. Is it? Is it this one? Oh, it's up here.
It's somewhere around here. Look. She can feel it. Look closer. Closer.
You need to find another
She
angle.
needs to find another
Actually.
angle.
Been at work during every eviction this season. Every time I look at my phone, see you winning arena.
Find another
Yeah,
angle.
I mean, like that's the good thing. Like I was able to actually work from home on Thursdays for months of what September and October. So that kind of worked out.
What happened to you?
But straight up, I've gotten like very little actual work done from working at home, and like a lot of it's because I've been trying to edit videos as well. So I've literally like been trying to edit videos during work, which is obviously exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. That's very productive. Uh,
She can't forget.
so like that's how I got like 3 videos done on Thursday. Despite the fact that I worked on Thursday. And my like 2 of them are so fucking short, but still. But I'm almost done. Actually, I didn't really even talk about that. But yeah, I am almost done with editing videos. Obviously, like I won't know exactly how things are gonna work out because I still potentially have jury duty and all that sort of stuff. But I will definitely have everything done by Friday, 100%. Very likely Thursday. But if I have no jury duty, I would say probably Wednesday. Where essentially I have half of the History of the Purple Edit video to edit. Which that video won't go public yet. Or go to like members yet even, because like it's not finished. But I'm editing away half of it. I have to wait for 47 to like finish the video. But I'll finish editing that. Then it's really just 2 videos, and obviously I got A&W along the way, so I have to finish the A&W review. But like, I'll say that it's the Celebrity Big Brother ranking, and it's the philosophy on the game of Survivor. Those are the last 2 videos that after that. You actually have Wednesday, Thursday off work. Your job keeps ignoring it. Well, that's kind of dumb. What is it about Bad Girls Club? But no, weekends I actually have to go into the office. So I actually have to work. Or at least pretend I'm working. Like, really, it's like, it's essentially the same thing. Just like, I actually have to, like, I can't actually, like, obviously have, like, another laptop that I'm working on editing and stuff with. Like, I have to actually, like, look like I'm working. Cool.
No. Don't listen. No.
What am I? Okay. Like, it's obviously these, but, like, how? How do I form this? It's gotta be from there, right? Do I have to get up there? Discussion has gone back to Quinn being for sure with the plan to tell him he's going up before the veto ceremony. We talk about going after Trio next week. Yeah, that's like, again, it's not like, again, for Chelsea. Like, I think I would prefer her to go for Leah, but like, going for Quinn's still not like the worst thing in the world. I don't know why like MJ and Cameron going for it though. By the way, they're like the ones that are fighting the hardest for it to be Quinn. And to be fair, for MJ, like, it's better Quinn than. Alright, here it is. Better Quinn than Leah, but
You know what's coming.
like, she should still not want either.
This is the hardest part.
Okay, got that puzzle done. How far in the stream are we? Oh my god, we're at 3:30?
Turn to the gate. Use the symbol. Use
Okay.
it.
I didn't realize, okay, time really went by. It's probably a decent
You
spot to
think
leave
you
off.
understand? You will never understand.
Where are we now?
Watch Raggers Club at work. I don't think I care enough. Dude, I mean, like, that is something like, maybe I could I get away with it?
Can you hear it? She's singing.
Like, well, I'm not like taking notes on it and that sort of thing. Like, you know, could potentially, but I'm probably not gonna bother.
Come in.
They're talking about what they're gonna say to Quinn before the veto ceremony. So easy to right there. Yeah, Quinn. Like, Quinn believes it. Then, like, what the fuck is he doing? But he shouldn't. Like, he should know that, like, again, this is like very clearly. Because, like, I mean, like, are they trying to pretend like he's like a pawn?
You have to take it.
Because there's no way he should believe that.
My mirror. It will help you get through this. It will. Listen, the burning.
See, the latest post I see is Chelsea saying we're overcomplicating things. Yeah, we're shocked.
The Northmen are coming. They are coming for you.
Remember what they did to you.
Yeah.
How you'll
Wait, are they like planning on telling Quinn now? Oh, I'm in a fight. God damn it. Guess I'll try, or she just kill me at this point. Cool.
Come on, get up. You can do that. Get up.
me and my lab at Bad Girls Club. Yeah, I legitimately want to watch it at some point. I just don't know when that.
Focus. Focus. Focus.
I love like this game pretends like the combat system is actually like. Oh, fuck off. Alright. Yeah, I think after this fight, this will probably be good. Stomp off point. Okay. Oh, yeah, real world obviously probably would make more sense to watch. And I watch real world first. I don't know. If I'm doing it for videos at least, like I feel like I'm much more incentivized to do like some sort of real world video, whether it be like a season ranking or some sort of like my experience with thing. And I think that would be like. I think more people would be interested in that than Bad Girls. But... yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that Bad Girls. Like, if I actually did get to a point where I watched every Bad Girls Club season, I would do season ranking.
Use the mirror. Focus.
Imagine they did the like a casting video for Bad Girls Club. Like casting Bad Girls All Stars, whatever, season 3. All Star Battle, that's what it's called, right? Oh fuck! Oh, well, that was my fault. And that's also my fault. Cool. Right, that's it. Rachel mentioned, no, does she? That's kind of random. It's like, yeah, she's like, is she really that big of a fan? I know, Andy referenced Haley Leak, but also Andy is the type of person to mention Haley Leak. Yeah, I feel like you never hear like international players getting mentioned in these interviews. So that's interesting.
She drowned.
I can't remember. Is there like a
All that she lost, tearing at her with
like are there like they're in the mic interviews? Do they normally mention like Australian Survivor or Survivor SA people? I don't feel like they do.
the past is never past.
Actually, I want to look up how far we are into the game. Not that it really matters. Either way, I'm going to end here. But I do want to see like how much we have left technically. Actually, I'll look up Laser's playthrough. I think that's the more like I mean, you see a lot of these like full gameplay, whatever, but like I feel like those cut things out, don't they? I think like looking at like an actual VOD of it makes more sense. Thinking like, okay, Laser's entire stream of it is only 6 hours. Oh yeah, we have about 4 hours left. No, wait, no, is that not the right spot? Oh no, we have like well 4.5. That's kind of annoying actually. Yeah, 4.5's like annoying because I probably won't finish it next stream. I'll probably be like close to the end. So I don't know. Not that to be fair, it doesn't really matter that much at the end of the day because again, like with the Xbox, I can just like go to another game anyway. So it could be like obviously like yeah, today was supposed to just be Tell Me Why, but I finished early, so I went to Hellblade. I could just do the same thing there. It's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of annoying that I'll probably only have like an hour left at the end of the next stream. I assume they weren't allowed. Oh yeah, 100%. Like I don't think they're allowed to on the CBS thing, but even on the Mike Bloom interviews, I don't feel like I remember them mentioning international players. They're talking about how Angela will be so loyal to him if they use the veto on her. Yeah, like since when? Like how do you think that? But whatever, I guess. I'm Big Brother. I'm not sure actually. I assume still no. Uh, but like we know that like Corey talked about Kevin Jacobs. I don't believe that was in bios. Actually, where did we learn? Maybe actually was it even from any of his preseason interviews? It might not have been until like Zach mentioned it. Now I think about it, I don't think Corey himself mentioned it until he was in the house. Um, so yeah, maybe they just don't at all. If Andrew were to go home next week or soon, who'd she be above? I mean, probably Matt, probably Lisa, probably Kenny. Better or worse than Tucker? I'd probably say better. At that point, it's like Cedric, Brooklyn. I'm not sure. I'd say like those four. I would say definitely. And so yeah, she was like literally was like supposed to be so loyal to Leah, and now she's like willing to throw Leah under the bus. So it's like yeah, it's like you just can't trust Angela at all with anything. Um, but yeah, all right. I think we'll end here. Again, we will be back on Wednesday. Again, I might have a lot of stuff going on between now and then. I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely have stuff go on Wednesday. But outside that, who the fuck knows? But obviously, we'll have Big Brother. Will be near the eviction by then. I think this Quinn backdoor will probably go through, if I were to guess. So we'll see that. A&W will finish. Again, my review will be this Wednesday's video, which most people won't care about. And I'll probably play some more Persona here and there, maybe. I guess that's determined on like how much editing I'm able to get done. But yeah, I might be done with this batch of videos by then, so that will be cool. But I guess we'll see. So yeah, again, next time we'll be back with more Hellblade. I'll try to finish the game, but probably won't. So yeah, see you guys next time. If only I knew how to end streams. Xbox is such a pain. Like with PlayStation, it's literally like two button pushes. With fucking Xbox, you have to fucking like scroll through the menus, go all the way back down to live streaming, push live stream, push stop live stream. It's like fuck me, dude. But yeah, see you guys later.